This country belongs to all of us. We made this country from nothing. Whoever governs Singapore must have that iron in him, or give it up. This is not a game of cards. This is your life and mine. This is my country. This is my life. This is my people.
Visionary leader, radical thinker, Lee Kuan Yew devoted his life to Singapore, fighting for her independence, transforming the island from third world to first. To mark the birth centenary of Singapore's founding Prime Minister, we revisit his view of the world and look ahead to Singapore and Asia's future amid turbulent times.
He could have been a barrister, could have lived a perfectly comfortable life, but he and two buddies, Dr. Goh and Raja Ratnam, decided, well, what the hell, let's see if we can build a country. Now, I don't think he imagined the Singapore miracle. I mean, nobody could have imagined it at the time.
The fact that they achieved what they achieved was almost a miracle. It was a great success.
新加坡又冇到今日嘅無限機遇，人民切切實實感到自豪。呢個就係偉大領袖嘅最佳體驗。
Did I expect we'll be so successful? No, because I could not predict how the world would develop, but I knew that if we seized every opportunity, we are a reflection of the progress in the world, that's all. If there is no outer world and we're dependent on the region, we'll be down several steps. But we leapfrogged. Then in the 1980s, we saw China. I was quite convinced they're going to grow big. By 82, 83, I could see that they would develop, cultivate them. It's paid off.
American political scientist and Harvard professor Graham Allison remembers Lee Kuan Yew for his unique strategic insight on how the world works.
The first time I met Lee Kuan Yew was more than a half century ago, right here on the Harvard campus. I don't think there was in the world a better, more insightful China watcher than Lee Kuan Yew. And certainly nobody who had a feel for an understanding of Xi Jinping and what he was intending to do. He said, watch this man. This was just before he became president. He said, watch this man. He has iron in his soul. Because he thought that was, if you hadn't been tested by fire, you probably were not going to be up to what it would be required to make a big difference in a big country.
I'm not sure how it will go when the Chinese become gradually more and more equal to the Americans, which will be by the end of the century, and whether in the next century, by then they would have learned that you either coexist or you destroy each other.
During his period, from when he began to be prime minister through the end of his life, every American president went to visit to talk to him. He said, this is going to be the hardest thing for Americans. You can't imagine another country, and especially another country that's of a different ethnicity, becoming as big and strong as you are. The idea that you're going to have to share your predominance with another power is going to be the biggest challenge Americans, are going to face.
Closer to home, Malaysia's former finance minister Tunda Zainuddin recalls having long conversations with Lee Kuan Yew as they worked through difficult issues together.
I first met Mr. Lee in 1985. So every time he's here with me, or every time in Singapore, I would meet him. We're more interested to make sure both countries do well, for the benefit of the people. Of course, we have differences, a lot of differences. But we always believe all these differences have got solutions to them. It's a matter of sitting down, think logically, and find a solution. And that's why I say we never publicize this. But there were many, many issues which the public did not know.
For Hong Kong businessman and philanthropist Lee Ka-shing, he saw his connection with Lee Kuan Yew as a meeting of minds.
What has Hong Kong got? Property developers, market players. What is Li Ka-shing? Is he making a product which is selling worldwide? No. He's just acquiring ports, cell phones. He's working on the market. Hong Kong with 7 million hasn't got the numbers to compete.
第一次同李光耀先生見面呢，係1967年或者68年。我記得我哋喺香港見面嘅。用今日嘅眼光去睇歷史，好多時候不盡公平嘅。我同李光耀先生相識好多年啦，我哋傾過問題好多。李光耀先生嘅思想有好多層次嘅，佢嘅決心係排除萬難實踐佢承諾，係值得大家一輩子學習嘅。有次我哋食晚飯，我同李光耀先生討論好多對經濟同埋商業嘅睇法。我跟佢講：喂，不如你從商啦。佢就話不如你從政啦。嗰年大家都哈哈大笑。諗起故人，我係時時好懷念佢。
What is there to regret? I made the decisions given the circumstances, given the knowledge that I was able to assemble at that time, and I picked up the choice that would give me the greatest latitude if it should fail, to find a way out. That's finished, done. Presented the same problem with that same knowledge with me at that age, that was what I would do. I have no regrets. I've spent my life, so much of it. There's nothing more that I need to save. That's that.